Hello and welcome to this Warcraft 3 commentary. Today's game features the Ukrainian Night Elf player Sonik and the Korean Undead player MichaeL, formerly known as Lucifer, playing here on Northern Isles. And we see a Death Knight first from MichaeL and double ziggurats. We're definitely seeing like a gold build order here. And meanwhile for Sonik we have the Keeper of the Grove and an expansion creep. So if you creep this right away, you don't necessarily have to expand, but you definitely have the option to do so. But MichaeL, his scout pattern is pretty much prepared for this. This is an excellent scout pattern against Night Elf. You get to see if there's an Ancient War at the expansion, and if there's no Ancient War here, you get to see if there's an Ancient War at the green spot. And if there's no Ancient War here, then kind of by the process of elimination, you know that there's going to be an Ancient War here. So just scouting these two spawns gives you all the information you need, rather than like if you start with this as a scout, then it'll take you so long to see whether it's the green or the expansion. So this is probably the optimal scout as Undead, and you get to choose how you want to react to it, whether you want to actually interrupt it or just go creep yourself. And it seems like MichaeL has made his choice. He's gonna go harass this. The downside to this creep as Night Elf is it takes about 2 years for this Ancient War to walk all the way over here, but with proper focus fire you should always get the Ogre Mage type before the Death Knight shows up. Double treants summoned here. I believe he summoned them. I summoned them both at the camp. Oh, actually, wait. Wow. MichaeL actually gets the kill. I think that was all due to that one treant getting ensnared and not adding the DPS to that creep. That's pretty huge. That's a lot. That's 92 experience already. But at least Sonik gets the item, but unfortunately for him it's the Crystal Ball, which is by far the worst item you could get here. And even worse for Sonik is he's stuck at level 1 now, and MichaeL creeping with the ghouls in the meantime. So the creep steal and the ghoul creeping by proxy gives him level 2. So he has his Death Coil and Unholy Aura, and Sonik has yet to even get his Entangling Roots. And if you don't have Entangling Roots, as with the Keeper of the Grove, you really have nothing to show for. So I mean, a lot of times, I mean every time you pick treants first, you do so with the knowledge that you're going to get level 2 really quickly anyway by using those treants. So this really disrupts Sonic's early game, not having that Entangling Roots, and he's pretty far away from it as well. Even killing this trapper is not going to get him level 2. See if he's teching. Yeah, he's teching behind this, kind of a 2-windmill attack. Still with some extra wisp, so you could definitely throw down an expansion during the tech. And MichaeL is just not going to let up here. He's actually bringing some ghouls, so he's actually very concerned that there will be an expansion. But so far there isn't one, so these ghouls might be a bit premature. The last set of treants being... Oh, actually, MichaeL just wants to snipe the creep to prevent any more experience for the Keeper. Ooh! Sonik gets it, and I guess it is a level up. I didn't realize that. He does get level 2 now, which is huge. That last hit really putting them back into this game, because now they're pretty much equal. And MichaeL putting a lot of effort into bringing these ghouls down here. Goes for this round. Sonik is reacting quick enough though. Archer's getting focused but pulled back. There's still one Death Coil left on the Death Knight, and with this Unholy Aura he can actually threaten the Keeper, but no, he decides to back off. Still sticking around though. I mean, MichaeL, who really wants to prevent an expansion, I suppose. But there could be one going up here, he just doesn't know about it, but there isn't. Meanwhile, ooh, the Keeper actually picks off the ghoul that was running back. Nice little pick off. Checking the base. Oh yeah, nice little Crystal Ball usage here from Sonik. Great timing to scan, because you'll see if there's 2 crypts or not, if there's going to be gargoyles or not, and he sees no second crypt. Ooh, even an Acropolis here from MichaeL. So MichaeL is very, very scared of losing Acolytes during his tech. This is something you'll see a lot against Warden, but not really against Keeper. Very unusual. See what if he has some other plans for that, maybe like a tier 2 expansion, so that you can tech to tier 3 and be able to make Acolytes while you're expanding. Meanwhile, Sonik just making archers and creeping, and no expansion in sight. Pretty late Hunter's Hall. This is like a classic Sonik, getting a lot of archers and then getting a pretty late Hunter's Hall. So it's going to delay his lures if that's what he wants to make, but it'll give him a lot of archers, a lot of presence on the map, a lot of aggression potential, which is what Sonik likes. Actually pulling the... kind of a weird route to take, but he wants to pull the level 5 Overseer here and just entangle it to get a guaranteed kill. Yeah, and not have to deal with the creeps as much, because they'll be running back and forth like this. So it's an easy way to get that level 5 snipe. Get a good item, a bit of experience. Ooh, Lion Horn of Stormwind. Permanent protection scroll on your army, amazing item. MichaeL scouting, seeing that there's still no expansion in sight. I was pretty confused at this point. We do the Demon Hunter second. 1 lore. Should see a second lore at any moment now. Ooh, little creep check here from MichaeL. Actually kills 1 archer. Should definitely get probably 2 more actually. Oh, nice hide though. There's no dust. We should definitely get at least 1 more archer. There we go. There's the second lore. So double lore, Demon Hunter second. Still no expansion. And Sonik is one of those players who can actually play just straight up 1 base, Keeper Demon Hunter. He's not afraid to do so. Most players don't want to play Keeper unless they expand, but Sonik is definitely possible of just kind of 1 basing it. But he's also possible. He also has the possibility of doing like a late tier 2 expansion. He's a very versatile player in that way as far as his build orders go. So we'll see if he just throws down an expansion at some point. Meanwhile, the Keeper does have the boots and the staff, so he has a lot of harass potential. And we kind of see the purpose here of the Necropolis. If there is any Acolytes going down here, we have the Necropolis to have him covered. Meanwhile, the Keeper is buying space for the Demon, letting him creep up. But Sonik lost quite a few archers here, so like he's going to struggle to find levels on the Demon. He's going to struggle to creep without the Keeper. But the Keeper preemptively pulling these creeps down. Of course, level 6 creeps don't last. Entangle doesn't last long at all against these, so I'm not sure if this is going to work out too well for him. Already lost its ability there. And yeah, the creep's going to run back, and MichaeL just might snipe it. Oh, that would be rough. 1 coil, 1 nova. But he doesn't see it. He'd rather go for the creep check. Ooh, oh, it just goes for the Demon Hunter. Wow. And there's no Moonwall in sight. This should be a kill. Unless there's a staff? No. Really cool choice. I mean, I would have definitely just gone for the creep. He might not even have seen it, but decides to go for the snipe on the Demon Hunter. But Sonik gets a nice round here. Might force a TP if he closes this round. TP out. Cool little sequence there, killing the Demon Hunter, but costing him the TP. And I'm killing the Demon Hunter, even though he's just level 1. Killing a level 1 hero isn't that big of a deal, but the fact that it is the Demon Hunter that you killed makes it even more of a big deal, because you really want to power creep this guy. So any time spent in the altar is time's kind of wasted for Sonik. He doesn't want to creep the Keeper further. This is kind of like he probably just wants to soften up these creeps. He shouldn't really finish it off with just a Keeper. He wants to wait for the Demon to show up and get that experience, because he's the one that's going to carry this game. Keeper's done his job. Oh, don't do it. Okay, so gets the item at least. Very, very nice item against Undead Hellstone. But the Demon is desperate for levels. Like, he really wants to get level 3 as soon as possible to kind of carry the late game. Like I said, the Keeper, he has done his job. It's not going to be that important from this point on. He's going to hold an orb and a staff, and that's about it. But the Demon here is the carry. Sonik actually going for the red spot. So he's making up for all this lost time by doing like the greatest creeping possible. He does have the Ancient War in position though, which is very, very nice. It might not even be enough though. This is a pretty tough camp. And meanwhile, it's still no expansion. We did see that tier 3, and it's bears. Like I said, Sonik. Is this staff? Staff's out. Okay, so the Keeper was just being annoying. The staff's out just in time. And like I said, Sonik, he's not afraid of doing this kind of 1 base Demon, Keeper Demon style. Which, I mean, a lot of players, like I said, if you have a Keeper first, you often feel like you have to expand because you got to make up for the fact that you have a Keeper in your army in the late game. But Sonik does not care. He's just going to play it as if it was like a Demon Naga. And we'll see how that works out for him. There's actually the tier 3 expansion from MichaeL, very like Happy-esque. Just, you know, creeping and expanding at tier 3. And if there's any challenge to that, you can just break up, keep with the Destroyer Morph and obliterate your Idol component to make sure the expansion goes up. But the Keeper actually finds out. And the Keeper alone is not really worth, you know, breaking up Keeper for. This is a great harass from Sonik. Cancels it. Amazing. Does show up with the army though. And it actually gets the Medallion of Courage, which, you know, the strength is nice on the Demon, the intelligence is okay on the Keeper, but as an item, this is very underwhelming. Goes for the Hero Focus right away, Mana Burn as well, but passes the Hellstone, so he uses Hellstone, Mana Burn the Death Knight. Dryads a little bit out of position. Bears showing up here. They are Master Form now, so they could just morph right away. Rejuve on the Dryad, and this bear has to be very careful. Uses a Rejuve outside of range of the Destroyer, very nice. And yeah, we have all the pieces of the comp for Sonik here. I mean, he has the Orb, he has the Staff, he's got the Bears ready, but this is still a very, very difficult fight to take. Again, just because you have that Keeper. And still, yeah, and Lucifer, MichaeL is definitely wary of like a potential expansion. He must be very confused that there is none. There's none over here as well. And if you're under in this situation, then your opponent's playing Keeper Demon with one base. I mean, you can probably just sit on one base as well. You don't really have to force anything at this point. Just creep and bank. Maybe focus on upgrades. We'll see what the upgrades are for Sonik. Nothing in production. 0-0. Couple of pickoffs here, and I mean, MichaeL has actually a lot more experience. He's crept a lot more. Ooh, gets the Unholy Aura, which is instant sell. It's not really usable at all. Goes to the Keeper the Gold right away. There is no TP. There is no healing. And this should be a dead Keeper. Nope. Gets away just last second thanks to the boots of speed. And while MichaeL was chasing it, he lost a Fiend and a Ghoul, so... And he really ran out of position as well. Like, his army is getting kind of obliterated here, but... Oh my god, did you see that? Almost gets the staff off as well, but really cool. Just using Rejuve at the very edge of the casting area and then running away with the Keeper to make sure it doesn't get dispelled or nuked. Cool sequence there by Sonik. The Keeper goes still living very dangerously though. There is more Rejuve though. We could definitely back a bear off here and do another rejuvenation. Here we go. You get a Entangling Roots here on the Abomination. Oh, denied. One of the great uses of Dark Ritual, not just to get mana, but to deny those big juicy units like Abominations. So no experience for Sonik. He's falling more and more behind. There's almost level 5 Death Knight. This Demon Hunter has to do a lot of work to deal with both of these heroes. Right now he's just not up to it. But behind us we do have an expansion from Sonik here in the bottom red. So he's not all in here, he's not desperate to fight, just buying time for that expansion. Potion used on the Death Knight. I'm not sure what the Demon is doing. He has to use the Invul. No, gets staffed. But staffing the Demon means that this bear is doomed because there's no extra staff. And with Unholy Aura, this bear has no chance. We'll slowly get picked off. But again, we do have this... Oh, I thought this was an expansion. It's just the Ancient War. But here's the expansion. Okay. So there's an expansion, but there's also an expansion from MichaeL. But the one from Sonik is finished much earlier. We have an Ancient Wind as well, so he wants to add some Hippogriffs to deal with those Destroyers. So kind of Bear, Dryad, Hippogriff. Very solid army combination against Undead. And wow, Sonik really on point with the cancels here. And unless MichaeL pushes right now, this expansion can definitely get out of hand for Sonik. Like, he can just outmass MichaeL. Level 4 Lich unlocked though. Some really nice items on the Lich as well. With that level 5 Death Knight. Mana Potion, War Scroll. This is looking to be a very, very scary push. And it just might be too much just based on the hero levels alone, 5-4. And again, the Keeper, what's he doing in this situation? Nothing but holding an orb and a staff. But we do have double staff now, and double orb. So a really nice power spike here for the Night Elf. Double orb, double staff. But there is no TP. And this timing on the expansion is just perfect. It's just started mining. There's no way he can save this. Just has to abandon it. Oh, is he staffing in? Oh, it makes it look like a fake TP, but MichaeL does not buy it. He sticks around. He's just going to kill this. I mean, he doesn't have a TP, so that was a bit scary for him to just kind of stand still there in case there was a TP on him. But being very, very brave here, sniffing out the fact that he might probably just staff. And gets the kill on the expansion. Nice flank from Sonik. Dryads come from behind as well as the Bears, and heroes in front here. Hooks around the Tinker. Mana Burn being used by there's a full mana Death Knight here. Almost one Nova here for the Lich. There's just not enough Mana Burn in the world right now. Mana Burn's the Lich, but there's still like endless coils here. Nothing should die that's undead. Maybe the Tinker will die, but coils just being thrown. Level 3 coils. Very, very difficult to deal with at this point. More and more Fiends actually do go down though. Well, at least one. But if you're trading Bears for Fiends, that's not good as Night Elf. Do we see a staff? No staff. Still 4-3 on these heroes. I mean, wow. Demon Hunter goes down. GG's called. Wow, cool game, cool game. I mean, again, this is very Sonic, unique Sonic style where you just like play straight up with the keeper first. Very unusual to see that, especially on a big map like Northern Isles. But it can also play into your favor because your opponent's never going to expect it. So as we can see, like MichaeL was very, very paranoid the entire game. Early game, he was kind of overstaying his welcome, afraid of the expansion. Mid game, he was constantly checking, scanning, waiting for this expansion to go up, and it just never went up. So you can definitely get caught off guard by this with this type of style. But in the end, I mean, those hero levels, it's just way too much experience for MichaeL. And that's what I was kind of talking about when the Demon Hunter died early at level 1. It's so big for Sonic because he really wants to power creep that demon. You don't want to creep the keeper at that point. You just want to creep the demon as much as possible. That could potentially have been like a level 4 demon if he actually kept alive there and could creep the middle here, the red, maybe the lab. And at that point, Sonic can definitely compete. But once you have like 3 demon against 5 Death Knight, that's going to be so difficult. But yeah, cool game. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.